eggs have got to be one of the most common kitchen ingredients to have at home, and you know, like pretty budget friendly as well. There are so many ways to use eggs for breakfast, but what about some really cool ways to use eggs for dinner? So there's nothing wrong with like a good old-fashioned cheesy French omelette for dinner. I love that. But I also love these amazing Asian egg recipes. I feel like Asian egg recipes are totally underrated. The cheesy and spicy to the custardy and silky smooth. And then what about a marinated egg? I mean, if you haven't tried a Korean marinated egg, have you even lived? It's a bit of an exaggeration. But anyway, I've got some really great egg recipes that I'm gonna show you. So let's make some eggs. So the Korean marinated eggs are really interesting. They're called Mayak Gyeoran. Could someone please in the comments tell me how to pronounce it properly? But the point is it translates to drug eggs, which I think refers to just how addictive these eggs are. To make the eggs, first of all, you need to cook the eggs. A soft boil here, so 6 minutes, boiling water, then rinse the eggs under a tap to stop them cooking, peel them and set them aside. For the marinade, just mix together red chili, green chili, garlic cloves, toasted sesame seeds, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, water, honey, and spring onion. Marinate the eggs for at least 4 hours so they absorb all of that delicious marinade. Ooh, nice. Serve with steamed rice. Drizzle over some of that marinade too. I am really looking forward to this. It's like the perfect texture. Oh my goodness. Do you know what's so cool about that? Is you get like that creamy yolk business, but then you've got like salty flavors and chili flavors and sesame and it's really good. It's like no other soft-boiled egg you've ever had. Chili crisp eggs have been a thing on my social feeds for ages, but I have my particular way I like to do it, and that includes some cheesiness and a little bit of greenery as well, because you know, trying to be a little bit more virtuous at dinner is a good thing. Add your chili crisp to a hot wok or a frying pan. Once it's sizzling, add in the spinach and just kind of like stir fry that till the spinach is just wilted. Crack in your eggs, turn the heat down low now, and cook until the whites have just set and the yolks are runny, or until it's cooked to your liking. Sprinkle with cheese and like let that cheese melt just a little so it's kind of gooey. Now sprinkle with sesame seeds, spring onion, and you can serve this with rice or toast, or you know what, just eat it straight out of the pan. Look at that yolk. The cheesy, the like chili crisp crunch and all that flavor is so yum. Could totally just make this any night of the week. This steamed egg custard might be something that you haven't encountered so much, but in Thailand, this is a very common thing. In fact, you can even buy a version of this at 7-Eleven. What I've done is like combined that with like a spicy Szechuan pork topping kind of thing. So it's almost like a mapo tofu kind of flavor, but let's get going on the egg custard first of all. For the steamed egg, you want to mix together eggs, unsweetened soy milk, and soy sauce. Pour that into a shallow serving bowl and then steam in a bamboo steamer for about 10 minutes or until the egg is just set. Now keep that warm in the steamer while you make your pork. Heat some vegetable oil in a wok, add garlic, chili and ginger and stir fry that until it smells really good for about a minute or so. Add the pork, break that up and stir fry until it's just cooked. Then add the chili bean paste, toss through the Szechuan peppercorns, and stir fry that until everything's kind of like lovely and red and looks spicy and delicious. Now pour in the soy sauce, oyster sauce, Shaoxing wine, add some sugar and some chicken stock and simmer for like around 3 or 4 minutes just so that that pork can soak up all of that yummy sauce. Turn off the heat and toss through the spring onion. Now take your steamed egg and spoon that spicy pork all over the top. Drizzle with some chili oil and you are ready to go. So this is the thing that's really cool, right? You kind of get your spoon in there and the custard is like silky and smooth. You've got that chili oil kind of running around everywhere and the spicy pork topping, and this is gonna be amazing. Just as good as I thought it was gonna be. I love that because it's like creamy and eggy and savory and then just like, wow, like bang, spicy with the pork. Egg Foo Young is a Chinese restaurant classic, and I think the really special thing about Egg Foo Young is one, getting the texture and like the wok technique right, so we're gonna do that. But the other thing is also that really beautiful savory gravy. So let's get going on making our Egg Foo Young. For the sauce, you want to mix together oyster sauce, soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, sesame oil, chicken stock, and then some corn flour mixed with a little bit of water. Whisk that over a high heat for around about like 2 to 3 minutes or until it's really nice and thick and glossy. To make the omelette part of your Egg Foo Young, you want to heat up a wok over high heat, add some oil, stir fry your pork and prawns for about 2 minutes or so until the prawns are just cooked through.
Transfer all of that to a plate and let it cool down completely in your freezer.
Whisk together the eggs with corn flour, add your pork and prawns and spring onion into the egg mixture. Put your wok back over medium-high heat and add some oil. You want at least 3 tablespoons here, so quite a bit. Wait for the oil to heat up and then pour in that egg mixture. It should start to sizzle and bubble straight away. Push it around a little so that egg kind of sets in the middle. And then once it's golden on the bottom and all puffed up through the center, then you can start to flip the omelette over. You can do this in sections if you like. Once the omelette is completely set and golden brown and lovely, transfer chunks of the omelette onto a serving plate and drizzle with that delicious sauce. Now I'm really excited about this one. I have such a nostalgia for this kind of dish, you know, with like the oyster sauce gravy and the egg omelette. It's such a restaurant classic. There's that really salty, savory, thick gravy on the top. It just makes the dish so comforting and luscious. So there you go, so many different ways to have eggs for dinner, and by eggs obviously I mean Asian eggs. So delicious, so spicy, so cheesy, so like all the things, and I hope you enjoy eggs for dinner.